Hello, my name is Joe Scarice, your mortgage lending specialist. I'm here with Antonio DiCiani, a commercial and investment real estate specialist. And today we're going to be discussing investing fundamentals, what makes a deal worth doing. Antonio, give me a little insight to what do you think a deal that's worth doing today?
Yeah, so I think it goes back to sort of investing fundamentals really, and the most basic questions really is, what are your investment objectives? What are you trying to achieve from a commercial or multifamily investment? And you got to look at a couple different things. I think you need to evaluate whether you're doing a long or short-term hold. And there's a lot of other factors, but there's just sort of a few that I think are important to think about. Long or short-term hold, your risk appetite. What are your return expectations, and what kind of risk are you comfortable with? And what do your investors expect? So you as a sponsor, you as a person who's operating the deal, you've got certain return expectations, you've got certain risk appetite. What are your investors looking for? When you consider a deal, it really goes back to also what are your investors, the people who are putting up the money to invest in those deals, what are they comfortable with doing, and what are they expecting?
So I have another question. What is an Ipa strategy, and what deals do you have, or you like, and what appetite you have for it?
Yeah. So there's a lot of different strategies. So we go back to that question, sort of investing fundamentals, what makes a deal worth doing. There's a lot of different strategies that you sort of look at and think about when you're thinking about what deal is worth actually doing. And one of those strategies is the Ipa strategy, something I very much like to look at, and we make investment decisions based on that strategy often. And Ipa is sort of broken down into three different things. It's I for intrinsic value, P for price per pound, and A for affordability.
Some great details. Can you give me some just a brief overview to intrinsic value and a little bit of price per pound and availability?
Yeah. So when we talk about intrinsic value, it's really you want to buy assets with high intrinsic value. So you look at things like construction quality. Does a deal with the building itself have an appealing design? Is the floor plan desirable? Are there amenities? The unit mix? And then the market itself also has intrinsic value. What's the migration patterns like? Are there job gains happening in the area? Supply-demand metrics, overall desirability, people want to live there. That's intrinsic value, really the starting point of kind of analyzing whether a deal's worth doing and the strategy itself. And then when we talk about price per pound, this goes back to your basis. The second you buy a deal, your basis starts. So it's almost the most important thing sometimes to think about when you're looking at a deal and really when you're making a decision on total cost. And price per pound really is sort of a subjective, but also an objective understanding where you need to know, what's happening in the market, what are other deals trading for, and also where you think you can get this deal to if it's a value add component. And then finally, affordability. Not how affordable your purchase is, but more so how affordable are the rents in the market. It means understanding your target resident if you're buying a multifamily deal and your target demographics. If you think you can hit $1,500 a month rents on a value add deal, can the market actually pay that? Can your residents actually pay for it? Mm-hmm. There's a couple different metrics around that you look at to really try to evaluate whether that's actually affordable or not.
So another great subject on investing fundamentals, what makes a deal worth doing? Thank you.